All right, I just wanted to hop on and do a quick video. The thing I was trying to think of today was like we all have a gift. We all have something inside of us. But at some point in our lives, being taught, like coming up through school, is that, you know, someone's gift is better than someone else's, or, we're all in competition to be better than everybody else instead of being the best version of our own self. So we get caught up in competition and we think, oh, well, this person's gift is better than ours. No, it's their gift. Everyone's gift is needed in this world. It just sucks through all this competition. Sometimes we don't look for it, or it's maybe it's smaller than the other person's, which is okay because it's yours. No matter what, it's yours. So there's something that you're good at that you may not have discovered yet because it might not be as big as someone who's, like Gandhi or Buddha or, someone who had something so extraordinary to offer the world. But I believe we all have something extraordinary. It's just that through growing up, through society, our peers, everybody around us may have thrown that garbage onto us, that dirt that made us hide it because it wasn't as cool as the person's next to me. I'm not the star basketball player or the beauty queen or the smartest guy on earth or the smartest girl on earth. But there's something inside of every single one of us that we need. Well, we need it because we need to express it. We need to search for it. We need to find that gift inside of us. But see, I don't even know what mine is yet. I think it could be all this stuff. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But again, for the longest time, since I was in such competition with everybody around me instead of myself, until I learned that the best thing to do is to be in competition with the person you were yesterday. So always striving to be better, always looking for to become more, like all these things. It's like we all have the ability to do that, but we all get judged by everybody else. Oh my God. It's like if you're not perfect, you're not great. If you're not extraordinary, but I think we're all extraordinary in a way. And then today I think it gets lost even more in the fast-paced society we live in. Everything's now, 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 go, 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 go. It's like everybody's attention span. Oh, you got to do short videos because everybody's attention span's too much or too short. So they won't stay. If you don't hook them right away, they won't it won't work. We need to like relax and focus into the moment and realize that it doesn't have to be done so fast. It's like I sit there and I watch everybody drive around and they're in a hurry to go somewhere and then they pass me and they go around me and then I see them at the next light. I mean, so what's to me it's like why not just relax in the moment? You're going to get where you're going to go when you get there. I mean, saving 30 seconds really isn't going to make or break your life. And if it does, well, then, I mean, I don't know. But for me, I just don't believe that. But we get so sped up in everything that we're doing. And I feel like sometimes we're moving so fast that we miss something because we're trying to do, go, 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 go. And then you might miss an opportunity or you might not see something that if you just slowed down, relaxed into the moment, and just let the energy and the ideas and all that stuff just flow through you, feel it and be it, then that's the best like state to be in is in that relaxed state of focus and just relax into that moment, man. I don't know how else to put it because I feel like the energy of you gotta, I mean, yes, you gotta have some like drive and some like get, go get, but at the same time, you want to be in a relaxed state while you're doing it because if you're relaxed, then you're kind of looking around and you're kind of observing everything that's coming in, and then maybe you can focus more on what is all going on instead of being like, oh my God, I get do, and then next thing you know, you don't know what you're doing. and it speeds up everything around you. So I think sometimes when you're in that speed up energy, you repel and push everything away. When you kind of relax and focus and be, then everything comes to you. And I've been reading a lot and hearing a lot lately about you have to become the person you want to be. It's like we want if you want to be successful, well, what are some, study the most successful people. They leave clues. Like Tony Robbins always says, it might have been Jim Rohn that says it. It's like success leaves clues. Like there is a baseline. There is like maybe a strategy or an approach or a skill. There are certain skills you do need to follow, but you also got to have that mental part too, where knowing that it's not going to be perfect, knowing that you're going to mess up. And that was one of my biggest issues. I've spoke about it all the time. Is I was like, I'm gonna wait for the day that it's gonna be perfect. Well, guess what? That day never came. And it still isn't. I mean, it's just part of life. I may have perfect moments. I think we can all have perfect moments, but nothing's ever going to be perfect all the time. You just have to start. You just have to do something and then focus. Like during my class I was just in, like my teacher put me on the spot, and I didn't really much enjoy it because I like to plan everything out. And in the moment, I was really upset about it. But then after it all like panned out and we kind of worked through it, then I realized, you know what? What's wrong with being put on the spot? What's wrong? It doesn't have to be. It was because I wanted it to be perfect. So if I get put on the spot, then it's not going to be perfect. So then I felt like less. I felt like, upset about it. When really it's never going to be perfect. So if I just so when I realized that, I was like, all right, well let's see what we can do in these moments. So next time, put me on the spot. I'm ready. Like I'm going on a retreat, and she said she's gonna put us on the spot. So now I'm like ready for it. Like, let's go. But that's the only way that you learn is being in that moment of being uncomfortable with whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like a lot of people, and me included, won't do something because of that uncomfortableness, because they want it to be perfect. They don't know if people are going to like it. I didn't know if people were going to like it. But you know what? You got to do it anyway, and the people that will like it will come. They'll find you somehow, and they'll enjoy it. That's just the way that it goes. It's like you just got to put your message out. You just got to put your truth out. You just got to figure out what that is, and just become it. And that's why it's like I'm so candid with all the stuff that I share, because I want people to see that it's not perfect, that it's a process until you've realized that you don't need the process and you become it. So I feel like you keep doing the little stuff day by day. You create habits. You think about some of the stuff you want to do, and study the people that have already done what you've done, because they'll show you how to get there. There is a way to get anywhere you want. I mean, for the most part. I mean, there may not be a way for me to play professional football at 50, but you never know. So again, at the end of the day, I might be able to play, but I don't think I'd be tackled too many times. Probably 2 games would probably be about it, maybe. But anyway, so that's the thing. There is a way to do most of the stuff you want to do in your life. You just have to, you know, search for the people that have already done what you want. I study everybody because I want to see. And then sometimes by going through the process of studying all these people, listening to what they have to say, it sparks ideas in me to come on here and help maybe inspire someone else. I'm hoping that at least my mission is to inspire people to realize they can do more, that there's something inside of you, and that you're never going to find it on the outside world. It's like Wayne Dyer is one of my favorite authors, and I'm sure I've said this before about him, but he would always say, like, he had an analogy that I always, and it took me a long time to get this, and like when I finally got it, I was like, oh my God, how did I not? And he talks about like losing his keys in his house and it's dark, and he's like, well, I can't see, so how am I going to find them? And he's like, well, there's a light outside, so maybe I'll go look out there. So he goes out and starts looking by the light, and then the neighbor comes out and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I lost my keys. And the guy's like, okay, I'll help you. I'll help you look for him. And he like kept looking for him and stuff under the light. And then finally the guy's like, well, do you know where you lost him? He's like, I lost him inside. And he's like, well, why are we looking for him out here? And it took me a while because it's like we're always taught to look outside in the outside world for who we are, what we should do, and who we should be, what we should learn. I mean, I'm not saying these are bad things, they're expressions. But again, a lot of that's on the inside, and that's why they say you have everything you ever need already on the inside. It's just been covered by a bunch of junk from everything. Like I was saying earlier, from childhood and stuff and other people's opinions, everything that's been put down onto you. So I feel like that's the thing is we got to push all that away and let the light of the soul, let the light of your heart, let the light of everything, whatever it is your gift is, and let that shine out regardless. And not every, like I said, not everybody's going to radiate towards it, but that's okay because you still got to do it. That's I believe that's the goal in life is to find out what that is inside yourself that lights you up, that gets you excited and passion, like like I'm excited right now, because I feel like we all have this. We all can do this. I mean, Jesus, even you can create better miracles than I did, and we all sit there and act like that he said it because he knew it, he meant it. We can all be more, but we've been just taught to the wrong stuff. Like we've been suppressed, our spirit, our soul, like everything. Like we're turned into stress mongers by all this to do, to do, to do, to do, to do, and then stuff. Now, again, I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm just saying don't let the to do list stress you out and try to do it with a little grace and relaxation. We can still do stuff, we still got to do something. I'm saying be that person from the inside, emanated out to the world. That's how you be like successful people, the 1% know all this. And that's why, and because a lot of it's hidden from us. That's why I'm trying to get it more out there to realize that we can do more. So again, we have to radiate that stuff from within. We have to be that person. Like I look at some of these people who just stand up there in their truth, speak your truth. Not everybody has to like your truth. That's fine. The people that like it will find you and hang out with those people. People that don't, like I always say, have a blessed day. Go look for someone else. And it's just part of life. We can't be liked by all, but we can push ourselves to become more. And again, it's not an overnight journey. Remember that it takes time. This is there's a saying like I've worked my whole life to become an overnight success. And that's the thing is that you only see like it took me 3 years to get on here to studying this stuff to finally get on here and do a video, something like that, 2 or 3 years. And then finally the day came where I was like, all right, it's never going to be perfect, but I got to get on here and start doing it. But I learned that through other people. And then, like I said before, I've seen some of these other people, and I was like, wow, I don't know if I was as bad as they were when they first started. But seeing them made me realize that okay, if they did it like that, I can do it too. And that gave me you know, like courage, whatever that word is. But that's the thing. It gave me that wherewithal to know that I could do it. And then it's like, well, why didn't you do it before? Because I didn't think it was possible. And that was that thing because the outside world got me in a competition with everybody. And then I started like, oh, I don't know if I can live up to this person and that person. They're doing really good. They're making more money than me. Oh, wow, they look really good. They look like they're natural. And like all these ideas came up and then it stopped me from doing it until I finally just said, all right, I have to do this. And that's why it's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be great. But again, you have to start somewhere for it to become prettier, for it to become great. But if you don't start somewhere, then you're never going to get where you want to go. But you have to do it little by little. Embody that thing. Like think about the things. What would the person that you're trying to be do in this moment? And then do it, and then don't beat yourself up if you can't live up to that standard every day. It's a process, and changing this after years of conditioning, years of patterns, it takes time, and it's going to be a 2 steps forward, 1 step back sometimes, but that's just the part of it. That's the glory of it. It doesn't all have to be good. The thing about being a human being is we get to experience all these things. the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, like the pretty, like all that stuff. It's all part of it. It is all part of it. It's just that we get focusing, oh, we want more good. Oh, we can't do the bad. But it's like, it's part of it. Of course, we all want more good. But sometimes you got to embrace the bad, the hard times, the struggles, and all that until you figure it out. Sometimes you're just releasing stuff. Sometimes you got stuff in your nervous system and your consciousness that's been there for years, and some of the stuff is going to have to be pulled out. And some days you're going to feel it, and some days it's going to be amazing, and some days it's going to be difficult. You get through the difficult days, persevere through the difficult times, and remember the good times are coming. Like they say, no storm lasts forever, and you got to be like be like water, like like Bruce Lee says, kind of navigate through it and be able to ebb and flow through it all, and bend don't break, like the tree, like all these things. That's the glorious thing about being a human being. And we can all through time if we want, but you have to want to do this stuff, because if you don't focus on it, you don't want to do it, well then that's your choice. That's free will. Nothing wrong with that. But if you wanted to, keep looking and keep searching. Searching you will find. Asking you will receive. There is. I ask all the time. I say, God, Lord, universe, whatever you want to be called, show me what you need me to learn. And pay attention to the signs because they come. And I tried to ignore them. And I'm not going to go into it, but I got one today. And I was just like, finally, I was like, all right, I get what you're saying. Like, because it's always been like, I get the signs and then, nah, I got this. Lord, show me what to do. Shows me what to do. And I'm like, nah, I don't think that's it. Well, yeah, that was it. And I missed the boat on that one. But anyway, but there's always another opportunity. So if you think you missed something, it's not. You will not miss your passion. You will not miss your gift if you search for it. But if you don't search for it, you're never going to find it. So you at least got to start somewhere. So hopefully maybe this is some encouragement to become more, do more, be more, and keep working at it. And yeah, so well, that's my message for today. Like and subscribe. Just keep being you. Speak your truth, no matter what. It's even if it ruffles some feathers, because trust me, for years I didn't, and now that I'm starting to do it after taking this class, it's starting to feel a lot better. Because no matter what, if you don't speak your truth, you're not going to get where you want to be anyway. So, anyway, I love you all. Have a good day.